It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors.
And we are underway from Cincinnati.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gun.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
One back in the backfield. And right away, he lost the football.
And one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Another run by Bigsby.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
On 3rd down, Hinton, and he'll be tackled after a gain of 4, still 3 yards short, 4th down.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
This is a 26-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And that's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
Now, this defense for the Bengals very strong in that victory a week ago.
It's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Play action. Now Purdy.
20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
right at the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Here's a give to Bigsby.
It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the carry, Bigsby.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now they run the toss to Bigsby.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Bigsby is in. Touchdown 49ers. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 2. 2nd and 5.
Stop. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Here we go.
Now Burrow.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. $17-0 our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here.
2nd and 7.
As they've got it as we resume action. Burrow on play action.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
I'm fine, ready?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
11.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow buying time to his left.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. They go play action here. Purdy.
He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Here's Bigsby.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
A run here with Bigsby. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with a football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Purdy looking to throw.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Taking it about the 16. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
On 2, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
Here we go, here we go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now it's Burrow.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Bengals get a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Brandon Ayuk.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Brandon Ayuk
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1-1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Gun. Back.
Burrow looking to pass. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy.
Flush to his right. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
1-1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Burrow will throw.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Jamar Chase.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Bigsby with a carry to begin the series.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Shotgun now with Purdy. That is caught.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
They'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Purdy will look to throw again here. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Here's Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. Purdy off the play fake. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now Purdy. And it's caught. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Ball at the 6, third and goal. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tank Bigsby with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Here we go, here we go.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Here we go, here we go.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1, ready?
Second and 12, operating from the 39. Here's Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, 44 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by...
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. The 71 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing.
And my goodness, another interception. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Bigsby once more.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On third down, here's Bigsby.
Shreds the tackle.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Niners, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports,